Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife allegedly performed sacred midnight ritual to restore Queen Naomi's honor. Well, things are looking really good. Our people say the river that dries up in the dry season does not mean it has lost its path. When the rain returns, it flows stronger than before. It is not a small something that we are hearing. They said Ooni of Ife has performed a sacred midnight ritual to restore Queen Naomi's honor. Now, why is this a sacred midnight ritual? You do know that there's been a lot of politicking in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. If you have been following my trend, I talk about royalty and politics a whole lot, because from the outside, you might never ever want to imagine the level of politicking that plays out in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, but there's so much politics right there. Now, shortly after Naomi's detention, the Ooni of Ife insisted that Naomi returns back fully to him, that one of the major reasons why some of these things are happening to Olori Naomi is because Naomi is not under his covering anymore. Now, you know that when Naomi was detained, because she was the one who took herself to the police station, nobody arrested her as people would like to speculate, She was the one who went to the police station, Now she was detained. As a matter of fact, nobody even knew that they would keep her for more than that day, right? And as, politics started with royalty, with, so many analysis paralysis, they now kept Queen Naomi. They now decided to keep Queen Naomi there. Now, you saw that there was an address, there was a statement that was posted by the palace of the Ooni of Ife, where Naomi was addressed as a miss, where Naomi was addressed as an ex, where Naomi was addressed as, former, and all of that. People were like, what is going on? And even the family, they were saying, what is going on? Behind closed doors, Kabiyesi and Naomi, they are like 5 and 6, doing things and all of that. Why will this happen? Why would they call her former, and Ooni of Ife is there and Ooni of Ife is doing nothing about it? Then an explanation came up and they said that information was not vetted by Ooni of Ife, even though the information would have been passed, but it wouldn't have been so obvious the way they made it, They said it was vetted by Gospel. Ooni was even angry and all of that, but people did not know that there is something that is keeping Naomi, like a barrier that is keeping Naomi from being seen as the wife of the Ooni of Ife traditionally and otherwise, like it used to be before, And so Kabiyesi said this has got to stop, that whatever ritual needs to be performed, they need to perform it. Now, we got an information that Kabiyesi made money available for this ritual, like it's a huge amount of money that was made available for this ritual to happen, as we heard. Now, as we heard, he made a lot of money available for this ritual to be carried out. King's men were called, people were called, Naomi's family were called, and everybody, for them to carry out this ritual. And that was when Ooni made that decision that soon after the case is finished, Olori Naomi's case is still ongoing. And by the grace of God, we are believing God that very soon that case will be over and done with, so they return her international passport back to her, because right now her international passport is still with the authority. Now, when they made money available, everything, Ooni of Ife had thought that he would just invite Naomi over to the palace for them to complete the ritual. But that did not happen. When Kabiyesi heard that the ritual will be completed in the sacred forest of Odua, it became a very big problem. Now, if you know Olori Naomi, Naomi will not want to go into the sacred forest of Odua. And this is not a holier than thou attitude. Like some people came to the comment section and they are saying one of the biggest problems they have with Olori Naomi is this holier than thou attitude. Now, it's important to understand that people have their own personal constitution that guides their daily living. Okay? Naomi is a Christian. She is a born-again Christian. And apart from that, she is a prophetess. From 13 years old, this lady, Olori Naomi, has, done nothing but promote the testimony of Jesus Christ. Can you imagine what it would look like for you to get up one day and see videos all over the place where Naomi is wearing one white cloth and carrying one pot? It will look very weird to everyone. I do know that, yes, the word of God says, give to Caesar what is of Caesar and give to God what is of God. But under these circumstances, it is very difficult for Naomi to make this decision. And it's been very difficult, and that is why it's going to 3 weeks now that ritual has not been completed because she's been going back and forth. It's been very difficult for her to go into the sacred forest. Now, as we are hearing what is going on right now, they said that the ritual is supposed to be in 3 stages, okay? Now, the first stage, the second stage, and the final stage. Now, they say upon speaking to their overall and speaking to, they did other consultations. They found out that the first ritual could be done in the palace. The second could also be done in the palace. It's the third one that they have to find a way to go around it that needs to be done in the sacred forest of Odua. You know why that ritual needs to be done in the sacred forest of Odua? It's because of some of the spiritual commitments and obligations that tie Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife together right there in that sacred forest. Now, this is why people talk about disparity in marriage, okay? To be very careful. Right now, Naomi is a born-again Christian. Ooni of Ife is a traditionalist. Ooni believes in what he believes in. Ooni does not think that going to the sacred forest to do a ritual is an abomination or is anything wrong. But Naomi feels like that is not within the confines of her own religious belief. Now, that is the problem. So, as we are hearing, Ooni of Ife has been trying to make so many efforts to ensure that this ritual go through. And one of the biggest efforts that they say he has made is that they have been able to do the first ritual, and it has gone through successfully to the glory of God. They said after the consultation that a custodian of the sacred forest of Odua had also told Ooni of Ife that the first and the second could actually be done in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. That is the elders that are making it so cumbersome, that are making it look as though it is mandatory for them to do it in the sacred forest of Odua. And so what happened, they said, Ooni of Ife, they went ahead to do that ritual in the sacred forest, in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, midnight, without the information going round, such that all the elders were involved. They just took the key persons that are supposed to be involved, who are pro-Naomi elders, and brought them after they're supposed to witness the event, and the necessary thing that needs to be done for this ritual to be completed has been completed, and the custodian of the sacred forest of Odua that was there has confirmed that that ritual, the first one, has gone through. And they say Kabiyesi, as in his joy knew no bounds, that he's been so happy just to know that the first ritual has gone through. So being that the first ritual has gone through, yes, it is true that this brings him a little even closer to Olori Naomi right now, because they are going to try and find out the best way to do the other ritual and the other ritual, because one of the major challenges they have had is that these people are requesting that Naomi enters the sacred forest of Odua to go and do the ritual, and Naomi is not in that place where she is ready to make that kind of decision. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that the following content is, based on publicly available information and creative interpretation and may not be fully factual. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.